Good morning, and this is the GFS Calgary Produce team coming at you live from the warehouse. This morning we're going to just go through some items. We picked 15 today to show you how the product looks, how it's performing, and just to give you an overall idea of what it is that we have in the warehouse right now. So we're going to start off with some tomatoes here. We have our grape tomatoes in our 10-pound box. As you look through them, you see a little bit of withering on some of them, but for the most part they look really good. A little bit of a lighter tipped at the end, but I don't think it really detracts from the flavor. They taste quite good, and they're a good deal right now. And next we have our tomatoes here, our fresh layer tomatoes. As you can see, they're looking fairly ripe. They probably could use another day or two. Remember, when you're storing your tomatoes, please keep them above the fridge level, and make sure that they stay warm and they're not near too many other things, as they do emit gases. Those look good though. And moving along here, we go to our field box. This is our 25-pounder. Looks like a medium tomato. Little slight discoloration there. But overall, they're not looking too bad at all either. Again, they look like they could use just a little bit more time to ripen. So if you do have a place to put your tomatoes on your shelf and give them a chance to just ripen up a little bit, come to temperature, it'll help with the flavor as they ripen. Oh, I lost my knife. And here's our Roma stage 5 tomato. Ooh, these babies are looking good. Nice and ripe, good shape to them, fairly meaty. Cut one of these open. Nice and juicy. You can see the juice there. Looking pretty good. And now we'll move along to our beefsteak tomatoes. These ones are a little bit smaller than we'd like. These are about a 30 size. We like about a 22, 24 pack, but they're really nice and firm. No softening on them. Again, these could do to stay just on your shelf, maybe for a few hours, get a little bit more fragrant, just a little tiny bit more ripening to them. But all in all, they look really good. We'll go on to some lettuces now. Here we have the wild arugula. This season we have had some arugula issues, that's for sure. Most of it due to weather, product not keeping. Product's starting to get better. Again, you look in the bag, you still see, there's a little yellow there. A little bit yellow there. But remember, if you do have a bag that comes in like this and you do notice the product starting to break down, take the time to remove the few leaves that are breaking down. And that way the rest of your quality of your product will stay a little better. This bag looks pretty good. A little bit of yellowing. But yes, to increase your shelf time, make sure you remove those leaves that aren't very good. And here's our organic arugula. This again, looking pretty good. A lot better quality than we've seen in the past few weeks. Still a little bit of yellow, but overall not looking too bad at all. Pretty good quality. Then we're going on to our spring mix. Field greens, whatever you like to call them. This has been pretty good quality lately. A little yellowing there. When the fields get wet, this is when it starts to break down. So the bag, they've changed the bag so they breathe a little bit better. So if it does get a little wet, the air can still get through to it. Yeah, overall quality looks really nice on the spring mix. And oh, here we go. Here's the big guy. Big box of romaine. I'll get the box open. Here we go. There's my lovely assistant Randy helping me out there. So this is our 24 count of romaine. Looking all right. Tips are good. Little tiny bit of epidermal peeling there. And again, when you get the boxes in, if you notice the lettuce is breaking down a little bit, just take the time to peel the little layers off, and it'll stop the rest from breaking down as quickly. Overall, this is looking really nice. These heads are full. They're heavy. No burn on the tip. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Now comes the berries. One of my favorites. Strawberries overall are looking pretty good. There's a little bit of slight bruising on the skin. So just retain your supplies tight. So don't keep too many on the shelf, and make sure you keep an eye on them. Again, if you see any breaking down in the box, take them out of there. Use them for a sauce. Break off the bad stuff. These don't look too bad at all here. Cut these babies open. A little bit tart. A little bit on the tart side, but overall the flavor is quite good. The darkening issue on the outside doesn't seem to affect the flavor, but it probably will not have as long a shelf life. So if you keep your supplies tight, you should be good to go. And on to our lovely blueberries. Blueberries coming out this time of year have been a little expensive, a little pricey. The Mexicans have been more pricey than the Chileans, but that's mostly due to a quality issue. Those berries are sweet. They're round, juicy, and they seem to be very firm. Oops, there goes one. Yep, overall quality is good. Prices may be a little high. Hopefully we'll get some more supplies going, and they should start to come down soon. And if you didn't know about it, we do carry a mixed berry pack. So we have a mixed berry pack of blackberries, we have raspberries, and blueberries. So if you're not using a lot of berries, or you want to, hold your supplies tight, hold your inventories tight, suggest this pack. It's a good deal. The berries in it are looking really good. The raspberries are holding firm. Really quite tasty. The blackberries are looking good. Nice and firm. Overall, this pack is a very good quality and a very good deal for the money. Then we're going on to our raspberries, which are really tasty, by the way. I just tasted one. And these ones look a little bit smaller than the other ones, but overall they're firm. Sweet, tasty, a little bit tart. But nope, the berries are looking pretty good right now. And then we'll go on to our blackberries. As you've seen in the pack before, the blackberries were looking good. Oh, these are looking really good. Nice and firm. Really sweet and tasty. Blackberries are definitely tasting good right now. We'll go on to our grapes. Grapes are a little bit steep right now due to the market. Pricing is a little bit high. Let's have a look at these babies. Oh, they look delicious. They're nice and firm. Different colors. The bunches are packed tight. Very firm. Oh, very sweet. Very sweet, very delicious. And as you go through the box here, all the grapes are in pretty good condition. Right down to the bottom, so that means they're holding better. But they are a little bit high priced right now. So if you want to keep your stocks tight, that'd be a good thing for you to do with your grapes. And I think we're last but not least onto the bananas. These are looking good, looking good. Bananas are nice and firm. They are quite ripe. I noticed they are wrapped at the top, so wrapping them at the top does give them a little bit more shelf life. So if you bring them in like this, just leave the top on and you will get a longer shelf life out of them. Not bruised. Start getting ripe. They're getting ripe fairly fast, but again, keep your supplies short on the bananas if they're coming in this ripe, and they should hold. Looking good. And I think that's it for this week, and we will see you here next week in the GFS Calgary warehouse.